Hello, everyone, and happy Monday morning to all of you. Today is August 21st, and as every week, we bring another member forward of our LEAP community to talk about how did she do it? What is she building? How did she become successful? And how is she helping other individuals to do the same? And today, I'm super excited to welcome Suzanna Webb to our Member Monday Spotlight. Suzanna, how are you doing in rainy California? Tell us about Hillary. We want to know all about it.
I'm doing great. It's so funny to see like the TikToks and stuff of like how people are doing in California, and you see them like surfing in the gutters, and it's just a lot of rain. So it wasn't the hurricane that we expected, like a lot of wind and debris, but at our venue, part of the Joshua tree did fall down. So
Oh, we should talk about that because you are definitely a mom and a businesswoman and a mompreneur that has several things that are happening. So since you talked about your event center, let's start with that. So what area of California are you in? And talk to us about your event center. What is that?
Yeah, so we're in Southern California, like an hour away from Los Angeles. So we're close enough to do all the fun things, but far enough to get away from all the traffic. So we're in the high desert, Antelope Valley. And basically, it's been like 15 years that I've been hoping and dreaming about turning my parents' ranch into a venue. So they have 3 acres, and they turned it into a Spanish oasis, Spanish ranch, and we have a barn and fountains, and it's home to me. But people come up and they say, hey, you should really make this a wedding venue. Can we have our wedding here? And so that's when it came about, and my parents gave me the okay to turn their house into a venue.
That's wonderful. So you've had quinceañeras there, you've had weddings there, wedding receptions there, retirement parties, anniversary parties. It really truly is an event space that can accommodate individuals for whatever event they're doing, correct?
Yes. And we actually just had a tour, and they really wanted, for their quinceañera, they really wanted a horse to be able to come on the property. And we have horse stables. So I'm like, of course, but that's really what sets us apart. We have the Joshua tree, so it's really Antelope Valley. And it's also an alternative to like Joshua Tree. A lot of people go to Palm Springs and Joshua Tree, and we have them here in the Antelope Valley, and we're only like an hour away from LA. So those people need to come here, and we're a lot cheaper than Joshua Tree.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And I know it's tough when there's hurricanes and winds and storms, and really don't get those, out here on the West Coast, not like, the East Coast and Florida, and they experience that a lot. So sorry to hear about the tree. I really hope that you're able to get that all put back together in time for your next event. I know that's always stressful when it comes to event planning. And now if someone was local in California and wanted to find out about how to have their wedding there or an event there, what would be the best way for them to reach out to you to do that, Suzanna?
Yeah, they can go to our website. It's sjeventsandvenues.com.
Okay.
And they can also go on our Instagram and TikTok account. It's also SJ Events and Venues. And you can also look up Villa Bella, and we're on Google, so you can find my number there.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we will make sure that we drop the link here for them to be able to have the link for that, and I will share that. So it's SJ Events and venues.com. So that's a great place for you to go to see if it could possibly be available for them with an event that they have coming up. But I want to talk about your newest venture, because you've been doing events for a while. That's kind of a side thing for you, as well as you also talk about your son very quickly and what your son went through, what kind of came out of that, and why you're doing what you're doing today.
Yes, thank you. So my last career, I have my business degree, and I got that because I was a single mom, 2 children at the time, 2 daughters, and I worked at a prison. And I loved my job, but truly, I don't think no one loves going to work 9 to 5 and like being stuck there, and especially not at a prison where there's just a lot of drama. And a lot of negativity because of the inmates. Like, it's just a negative place. So, but I found the positive side in it, and I made really good friends. So anyways, it was my career for over 7 years working for the state. And when I had my son, I decided, I'm just not going to work anymore. And they kind of pushed me out the door as well. They didn't give me my year off. So anyway, so it kind of led me to go down this other path. And thank God I did, because when my son was 2.5 years old, he was diagnosed with leukemia. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it was devastating, and I had no clue what I was going to do with my life. You just live moment to moment, and just, you're just living for your child and just hoping and praying and doing everything you can to keep them alive and your family, the rest of your family alive. Right. So, I'm sorry. My cat just got on my giant TV. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God.
Oh, that's okay, Suzanna. Okay. So being live, these kinds of things happen, and we understand that. So
if you can see this.
So for right now, what Suzanna was talking about was with her going through this with her son and having leukemia, it really kind of pushed her to want to create goals for herself, really look at her life to see, where am I going? What am I doing with my life? How am I able to help other women and moms that are struggling through this? Because it seems like you put your life on hold through all of that, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you for holding. Definitely my life got put on like a hold, a pause, but also you still need to create income. So I just realized that there's so many moms, not just children with leukemia, but moms who have disabled children, different kind of disabilities, and they are unable to take care of their children and go to work full time. And it's just, the struggle is real. And so I wanted to help women and men, if, of course, if they also want to stay home and, or make an income from home.
And it started with your journal. That was really how you kicked it off. You created a journal. And if they go to your Instagram and they scroll through your history, they'll see some of the posts at One Tough Mama on Instagram. They'll be able to see your post about you creating that journal and why you put it together and what it looked like and how easy it was.
Yeah. So basically I just had my larger goals and I broke them down into smaller goals. And so that was monthly, weekly, daily goals. And then just reaching those goals really helped me, reach those goals and get my venue started and get my online business started and everything that I needed to do. It was right in front of my face. Like, okay, what do I need to do today to reach those bigger goals? And so, yes, that exactly helped.
And you wrote a book, right? You wrote a book for your son. Tell us about that.
Yes. So I wrote a book, and mainly it was because when he was diagnosed, they gave me a huge book like this big to read. And it was so overwhelming. I'm like, why would I can't even think to read right now? Like, I'm just trying to get through this moment, trying to give my son like 20 medications a day and have him not spit it out. And so I said, there needs to be like a better way for families maybe to read a book to their children, or the child to read the book. And so I created a book. It's called Levi Has Two Birthdays. And it's basically to give children hope that if possible, they will get 2 birthdays too. My son had to have a bone marrow transplant because he relapsed. So that's why he has 2 birthdays now.
So where can they find this book? Is it located in your Instagram link? Can they find it?
It's actually on Amazon and on my website as well, onetoughmama.com. Okay. And yes, it's amazon.com. And this is what it looks like. So this is the cover. Levi Has Two Birthdays. And I was also in a collaboration book, and this is Perspectives on Cancer. And it's just all of our stories and how we got through it. So if anybody has a family member that's dealing with cancer, definitely pick up that book, because it really gives them hope.
I will be sure to drop the link, onetoughmama.com,
Thank
as
you.
well as the link to the Amazon book to all of you listening right now. If the links aren't already in the comment section, we'll be sure to drop those so that you have those as well. Okay, so tell us, you moved from writing the book, having this kind of huge hurdle that happened in your child's life when he was so young with struggling with leukemia. And I know he's strong and healthy and going to school now and just a vibrant young man, which is really, really awesome. So congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. And then now my question is, you've continued now that you've got the event venue up and running, hosting events there. You were like, I'm not done. There's more that I want to do. And if I went through that, there's someone tomorrow or today or next week that's getting that same diagnosis for their son. And maybe they have to walk away from a full-time job or walk away from what they're doing, and they're not sure how they're going to make residual income. And so you use Instagram as a way for women to create these online businesses. And then you have what's called a stand store. Do you want to talk about that?
Exactly. So I've spent a couple years now trying to figure out the funnels and all of the ways to sell PDFs and sell my my ebooks. And basically, there's a stand store now, and it's amazing. It's like everything all in one. If you have Etsy products or you have anything you're selling, you can put it in your stand store, and also like coaching programs and ebooks and all of that. Like you can put them in your stand store. So now it's just one place where you can put everything, and it's just so much easier. And I'm like, why wasn't this around all these years that I've been trying to figure out all these funnels and all of that. So yeah, it's just amazing. And I want to help other women create an income from home. And the stand store is just making it so much easier. So yeah, exactly.
So that's a great place to house it all.
Yes.
And then in addition to that, you're also teaching and working with the moms to show them how to promote it, how often to show up on Instagram, how to do the stories, the reels, all of that you've been doing so beautifully. And you do that like in a 4-week course or something like that. Is that right?
Yes. So I'm starting a 4-week group coaching program to help women, just to teach them the basics of how to go from zero to selling your first product.
Okay, good. So for all of you out there, you can contact her on Instagram at one tough mama. So the number 1 and then One Tough Mama. I will drop those links for you. While you're on her Instagram, you can click on her stand store to understand a little bit more about what products she has, as well as connect with her through Instagram. You can DM her, or you can connect with her for her events as SJ Events and Venues.com. And I think you mentioned onetoughmama.com as well.
Yes.
That is available out there. And then we'll drop the link for the book also. So what would you tell the mamas out there right now that possibly could be going through this, of what you went through with their son or daughter right now? It's got to be extremely trying, I'm sure, heart-wrenching.
Yes. So the one thing that I tell anybody that is going through something like this is that this too shall pass. Just like any good day, any bad day, it will pass. And just take it. Don't look at it as a big thing that you have to accomplish. Like cut it up into little pieces and just be in the moment of what I have to do in this minute. So instead of looking, man, this is like, I looked at it as like a prison sentence with my son. They're like, oh, 5 years or 3 years it'll take for him to be cancer free. Well, you don't know how long it's going to take because like my son relapsed. So what I would say is just take it day by day and just be grateful for what you have.
And I would say get the support of others. There's plenty of groups there. You said you were in a very supportive group on Facebook.
Yes.
It really helped you because the moms in there were also struggling. So it was a place for you to vent, but also get the assistance and the community support.
Definitely.
And that is so important as well. So Suzanna, we really, really, really enjoyed the time that we had with you today to be able to spotlight you. Thank you for all that you're doing out there. It's amazing how God works and he moved you away from your previous position so that you could support your son when he had leukemia and go through that process. And now not only did you create a workbook and a PDF and, a goal setting workbook out of that for you to use because you knew that was important for you to keep that on the forefront. You've created it for other individuals. They can find pretty much all of your products at the Stand store. Here's the link for them to go to. Make sure you follow Suzanna on Instagram at 11Tough Mama. That's the number 1 and then the word 1 Tough Mama. And we're really excited that you have this program now to introduce other women to how they can produce some income at home, maybe while they're going through something with their children, or they're at home and they need to be able to produce some income and they don't have the time to go to a full-time job. This is brilliant that you're doing this. So thanks again. And thank you to all of you who tune in every single week and for watching our videos and replaying it. Make sure you hashtag replay. And thank you so much for being here. And we want to just thank Suzanna and thank all of you and tell you to get out there and crush your goals and dreams this week. We'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.